check the motherfucking team. You guys are both telling me.
I think it was great.
Ricochet Riddle was a.
Yeah, nobody's
Yeah,
arguing that. The fucking inner circle, they're feud.
Hello and welcome to episode number 488 of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. My name is Adam Baum. I am your host for the evening. Joining me across the table is my compatriot, Brian. What's going on, Bionic One?
Hello. Oh, Studio Cat's in the room, so it's a good night.
Well, we also have from an undisclosed location, there was no Street Profits tonight, so he won't be marking out. Maybe he won't get too angry. He's drunk. He's a wild card tonight, but Rody Rob.
Hey, I'm totally in the groove. I'm totally in the show. We're going to talk AEW. We're going to talk NXT. Tonight's going to be badass. But yes, Street Profits. Profits up, motherfucker.
I know you took a lot of notes tonight, Rob, so I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Yes, I have a lot.
A lot. So here we go, Brian. Before we get to topics and find out who won Wednesday, tell me who are our lieutenants on the YouTube chat board?
Well, they're filing in. We got Shoji, we got Anaconda Vice, we got Trey Williams, we got fucking Vile Yukon, a.k.a. that would be MJ from over on the Hot Mic app.
Oh, that's who Vile Yukon is. Welcome.
That's Vile Yukon.
What's
yes.
up, MJ?
And Justin Reside, Christopher Stykla. They're all here.
And Anaconda Vice already shitting on Rob, says your socks are filthy.
Oh,
yeah, I've been walking on this fucking dirty floor. Let me put my shoes on.
Yeah, that's what we want to see here. Why don't you put your glove on while you're at it?
Oh, his semen glove?
He's also got a guest host over on the couch. He'll play with him later. Jay is here. What's up? All right. So
hey, Jay.
We are going to do what we normally do, Brian, and run the card down side by side and find out who won Wednesday.
Okay.
Who won Wednesday?
We're going to start. There really wasn't anything to offset it because I don't want to do those matches head-to-head. So instead of going curtain jerk versus curtain jerk, we're going to just start. Just for a second, I want to talk about the Mox promo. It wasn't worth too much mention because if you watched Revolution, a lot of what he said was what he said right after he won it at Revolution. That this was for the fans. He won the title for them. He's going to die defending it. Nobody's going to take it from him.
Yeah.
It was a good promo, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything too fresh. He did say, Jericho, you suck ass. And, of course, Jericho got the you suck ass cheers when he comes out. He talked about if Mox could stand when he left tonight that he would take time off. And, Rob, you pointed this out. Maybe this is a swerve for the Marks here because we think Mox is standing, but no, he was taken out Shield style.
Yeah, I like. First, I like the irony of doing the Shield bomb. It goes back to the whole. You know what? On the same side, AEW keeps thinking they're competing with WWE and doing that shit, but they're not.
But that will create some social media buzz.
Yeah.
The fact that Ambrose took the Shield finisher.
No, you're right about that. It'll get buzz going. I like Jericho as champion. I love him more as Le Champion. Le Champion.
Say it French, man.
Le Champion.
Yeah,
Say
what's the
French.
matter with
Le
you?
Champion.
You're Cajun.
A little bit of the bubbly.
But him as the chasing heel, I think will be just as fun, if not more.
Well, and I love, Brian, what he said tonight when Jericho came out. He said that Mox cheated because Jericho spent 2 to 3 months preparing for a match with a one-eyed man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just, I like that that's his cop-out.
I love it. That's a great heel cop-out.
It is. Of course.
I didn't see that coming.
Of course he's going to deny the fact that he beat him fair and square. That's just his MO. But the thing, I really liked Moxley's promo in that I know you were saying that it was kind of the same thing that he said after the match at Revolution, but I like the fact that he was still throwing out the challenge to the Inner Circle. He wasn't saying that he was finished with them. Like, he was saying that he fucking dares them to come after him. So I like that he's
dare you.
Fighting champion. You know what I mean?
Now, when Jericho mentioned the 60 days off, chants in the audience started for Fozzy Sucks. I got to say something, Brian.
Yeah.
You told me this.
What?
When is Fozzy not playing any dates?
So that's what I'm looking up right now. I'm getting this. Let me get my calendar.
You should already be there.
I didn't know he was going to throw it to me that quick. So they go on April 16th. That's a Thursday. Yeah, that's a Thursday. And then they go to the 18th, which would be the Saturday.
Wow, riveting. Yeah, I thought you were ready.
Well, I am.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Terrible radio.
They don't play on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday. They don't play. Yeah, they're off on.
But
they're off on Wednesdays.
Are they out of town?
Of course, they're touring.
Okay, so then
they go from Savannah to.
But he can catch a plane and
Nebraska.
be somewhere else in a few
Exactly.
hours.
So it's all within the scope of a fucking
Savannah to Tampa to
ride.
Orlando to Chattanooga to Johnson City to Charlotte, North Carolina. We should fucking go.
We're going. Let's go.
Charlotte, North Carolina at the Underground.
I'm down.
You're right there. Do you fucking know people there?
I can get tickets.
You know people there. Let's fucking go. We'll do an interview with Chris Jericho. We'll do an interview with fucking Le Champion.
All right, so back to the show.
I'm yelling, man.
Brian
I'm fired
went
up.
fucking crazy with the microphone. I had to turn you down.
Well, you know, I just go on a. I got hot.
All right.
They might cancel it though because of coronavirus.
That's true. I don't want to get that.
Let's talk about the curtain jerks.
I thought you were going to say let's talk about coronavirus.
On the one side, AEW. Dark Order versus SCU and Colt Cabana. On the other side, Dakota Kai, Tegan Knox. We had some Raquel Gonzalez interference, whatever you want to call it there.
Brian is a liar.
What do you think you want to start with, Brian?
Your phone was charged, bro.
Brian, what do you want to start with?
What? What do you mean?
Dark Order SCU.
Dark Order SCU. Always AEW. I always want to start with AEW.
SCU.
All right. So this was a good match. A lot of action happened in the thumbnail. Your two boys that I'll never remember the names of kept their masks on like
Alex
they're
Reynolds
supposed
and
to.
John Silver, former NYWC alum. Well, I'm not an alum, so I don't know why.
And I don't want to go blow by blow in the match, but the end we get a nice sequence for Colt Cabana.
Yep.
And then we get Evil Uno kind of crying. He says the Exalted One is not going to be pleased.
Of course not.
Kind of teasing again that we're going to get an Exalted One. Everybody is leading the way with the Matt Hardy thing. Even if it's him, I'd still be happy.
You know, part of me wanted it to happen tonight, but then towards the end of the segment, the other part of me went, you know what? No. Let us chew on this for a week. Because everybody's automatic. You remember when we went to Mania, the rumors were that the Hardys were going to be at Mania. We knew it was coming. We still popped for it.
Still popped for it.
But we knew it was coming, and it took that pop down a fraction. Everybody's thinking Matt Hardy is free now. He's going to be the Exalted One. We've been saying it for weeks. But them not just throwing it in our face this week, I think was better. Let us chew on it for a week and go, oh, what happened? And then do it. I mean, I think it's obvious.
Rob, do you think part of it was because we did get a little taste by having Matt Hardy on Behind the Elite?
I wouldn't know because I don't watch the extra shows.
Oh, okay. So I should have kicked that question to Brian.
And
it's okay.
But does it?
Bad host.
Isn't AEW supposed to be anti the easy reads like that? Like,
no.
We're gonna put a guy on the show that we're obviously gonna debut the next week as this character.
They're giving what the fans want, I would say.
Predictability?
No, but sometimes predictability is okay. Right? Like you just said. Well, you just said, like, even when the Hardys came back at WrestleMania, we all knew that they were coming back.
Brian, what do you think about the thoughts that it could be Archer or Brody?
I like Archer.
I like Brody.
Lana's hot.
Yeah, but by the way
know
that
who you like, Rob.
We want the smoke?
What?
The way that they already are promoting Archer in AEW, I don't see him as a leader. Like if they already released a thing, it's called Killing the Elite, like a little sign that says so he's going after the elite.
I don't know anything about this.
Good. We'll talk about this more later, but could Archer or Brody be the guy that Jake is talking about?
I see. Oh, I see. That's a good question.
Wait.
That's a good question.
Who is Archer?
Lance Archer,
When
former
did
Lance Hoyt.
When did this start?
They signed him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
He was a free agent from New Japan. He's been wrestling in New Japan for the past almost like decade.
I mean, is he something special?
He's a big man that can go.
Yeah, he could
Okay.
be. He could be something really special.
Like
with the
big
right
man, like
booking.
Keith Lee, big man, or big man?
No,
like,
he's like
Dijakovic.
he can. Yeah, like Dijakovic, exactly.
All right.
But again, very very versatile, very agile.
Oh,
very,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the guy can go with a big man. He could go with a little guy.
right.
He can do different style matches. Maybe even Punishment Martinez, like in that sense too.
Yeah.
That body type and that move set.
Okay.
What's the board saying?
Let's see. There, Shoji saying, Rob, I think the swerve isn't Dark Order. See Cody versus Hardy.
So could Hardy be the guy with Snake? I mean,
Yeah, I thought
Cody's
about that.
obviously going to be progressing to whoever Jake the Snake is representing, whoever his client is.
Yeah, I considered that as well. I thought actually that might be a better angle, because the Exalted One seems so obvious, right?
Well, and he did say the dark side. We'll talk about the Snake stuff later.
side.
On the other side,
Yeah.
Dakota Kai,
Mm-hmm.
Tegan Knox.
Yes.
The match had a weird start to it. There was one spot that was very, very weird where Tegan Knox ran corner to corner 6 times. And then the final time, Dakota Kai got her knees up. So it turned into a moment where Dakota Kai took control instead of Tegan Knox. Felt weird. But we got that great spot at the end.
Yeah.
Love it.
She's pinning her
Yeah.
against the ring. Yeah.
So Tegan tries to get out. She's on the top of the cage. Dakota's trying to come through the door with Raquel Gonzalez's help.
Yeah.
And Tegan kicks the door shut on Dakota's leg. So you think, Tegan's about to jump down. She starts to make her way down, and Raquel pins her with the door halfway up the cage. Never seen a spot quite like this.
right.
Allowing Dakota, even though she's got a bad leg there, to just fall out.
I don't know if like any other cage it could have like been possible. Like I've never seen the door. I guess I've seen the door swing
Well,
open
no,
that
I mean,
much.
Tegan was holding.
No,
obviously, part.
I get that, but I don't know. I'm surprised that we've never seen it. I mean, how many cage matches? You just knocked the camera out. How many
Wow.
cage matches have we seen, and we've never seen anything like this before? And she kind of teased it during the match as she was pinning the referee. She had the referee in front of her, and she was holding the cage, and he was in between him, and she was just fucking just keeping him there.
Right. I mean, but in a cage match, there's been plenty of precedents, Brian, where there's interference and there's nothing. No one says anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's I guess essentially kind of a no DQ thing.
Yeah. I mean, somebody could fall and be caught. Their feet didn't hit the floor. I mean, everything has happened. And,
Right.
Austin got thrown through the damn cage, and that's how he won.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in a cage match.
Bro, anything.
The end game here is if that number one contender women's match in Tampa is a multi-women match, I feel that Tegan and Dakota could continue this.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know that we necessarily need to continue this.
You don't think so?
I
Why?
mean,
They've got a lot of fire going on between them.
I guess, but this is the third match, and it was a cage. Where do you go from here? If they're not involved in that women's contender ladder match, where do you go from here? That's my point. Is
Where?
what's the next level?
What is the next level?
Oh, Rob now joining
Oh,
us
Rob's
at the
with
table.
us.
He felt bad.
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he felt bad.
No, I just couldn't hear you from over there.
He's still not in frame, so it doesn't matter.
I wanted us to do the whole show. I'm not. I
No.
want us to do the whole show from the couch.
There you go.
but Guys didn't want it. They were like, "No, we don't want to do it."
Pretty cool.
Killing the elite like that, Brian,
Yeah.
makes me think he's the one with Jake, but we'll get there. Let's pick a winner.
Nope.
8-man tag, NXT's women's cage match. I'm going to go first.
Rob, this is all fucked up.
I think that NXT is the winner.
There you go. It's perfect.
I like the cage match. I like the end spot. It started off a little slow. but it was a cage match, and it was a good one
Yeah.
with a good, nice finish. 8-man tag. I'm a huge Colt Cabana fan, and I love the shine he got at the end and the great spot. But I also don't think that it was so special that it was better than what NXT offered.
Cole Cabana was fun.
Yeah, that's
Good
what
to
he
see
is.
him.
But without the exalted one here, Rob, it can't compete with a cage match, right?
No, I don't think it can. And I think that not only did you have a cage match, but you had 2 females in that cage match, showing again that the NXT women's division is fucking leaps and bounds above the AEW women's division.
That's true. Real quick, Soji says, does anyone think that NXT is kind of dying up in the creativity? Seems they keep fusing these promos with UK since Survivor Series. I don't know about that. I think they're just trying to introduce some new talent to freshen up the feuds.
Yeah, I don't think they're running out of anything.
So they
They've
don't
got-
recycle. I do think that their formula of doing a ton of showcase matches isn't working as well as they need to, because until that person gets to a point where the match is consequential, we don't care.
But you have to consider that the NXT is an uncharted territory right now. So this is the first time that they've had the aftermath or the fallout from a pay-per-view be reflected on their weekly Wednesday night TV show. And I think that they don't know where to go, because normally at this point they would bring up these new people, and it's fine. They're on the network. They're bringing new people. It's no big deal. Now they got to try to make it something big. And we not only do we have AEW going at the same time, but we got Raw, we got SmackDown, we got everything else going on. It seems more dull now when they're bringing up new people than it used.
Right.
Yeah.
And also there aren't the huge names anymore, because the huge names are either going straight to the main roster
or AEW.
or AEW.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, who was their last biggest signing? Who'd you say?
Who just got greenlit past NXT?
Oh, right, Killer Cross.
Killer
Correct.
Cross is going straight to the main roster.
Right.
On the AEW side, it might be Matt Hardy. He certainly showed up at least once already, even if it was just on being the elite. On the board real quick, NXT has repeated so many things, has been represented by so many things it's just stuck. That's what Vile Yukon says. And for the sake of accuracy, John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band were their off-topic discussion with Eddie and the Cruisers.
Eddie and the
movie.
Cruisers.
Yeah.
Eddie and the Cruiserweights.
Dark side. Whoa, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And Soji says it's a draw because he wasn't into either match. What's your vote, guys? I went with NXT.
No, I'm going to go with AEW. I like the whole.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
course
Cole
you
Cabana
would.
having that match, picking up the win, doing that awesome pin that not everyone is really familiar with.
I lo-
Plus the whole post-show match. I'm sorry, the post-match shenanigans with Evil Uno and still teasing the leader of the Dark Order, the
Yeah.
Exalted Ones.
He's going to be disappointed.
Who?
The Exalted One.
Oh, yes, he is. Absolutely.
I'm going to go.
Rob, break the tie.
I'm going to break the tie, and I'm going with, of course, it's me. I'm going with AEW.
Yeah.
Really?
I have never seen Cole Cabana's finisher and then finishing pin maneuver. I really enjoyed that, and I think because of that, it was more appealing to me. I liked the cage match with the girls. I did. Fun to look at, fun to watch, but we've seen them have 2 pretty intense matches so far. Tonight didn't make any sense for me.
Okay. Fair enough. Moving on to the next one. So we get a Bucks recap and we get a Rhea promo. Great. Moving on. This
Really?
is This one is going to be weird. Shotzi and Chelsea Green. And we have the Librarian and Big Swole. Who do you think is your winner? Brian's coughing, so we can't talk to him. I guess I will still talk while the two of them have their little cough
I think
fest.
we both have Corona.
Yeah,
Do we?
stay on that side of the table then.
Red Stripe.
I'm fine.
You are very ugly.
Wow, so loud. Iron Med's joining us late. Both of you are just going on mute until you figure your shit out. And we'll just go from there. So real quick, Chelsea Green kind of squashes real fast Shotzi. I thought Shotzi was getting a little push She sent Shayna packing, was the last one to kind of beat her in that battle royal, but whatever. And Big Swole, I assume. I went to the bathroom, to be honest. So I don't know who your winner is here. But Big Swole getting some love, Chelsea Green getting some love. Both matches were what they were.
Finally.
What?
Finally.
Jesus,
What?
I'm going to turn
The
you down again.
AEW women have something competitive to bring against the NXT women.
Yeah, who do you think?
Well, I'm talking
Swole?
about Swole and Librarian. Now, Librarian is obviously not going to be a game changer for the division.
Yeah.
Right? I think Swole can be.
Do you think it's because of her gimmick, or do you think it's because of her in-ring?
I think it's her. I think it's her in-ring.
Brian just loves her ass.
Her in-ring.
What?
Well, that.
Excuse
yeah.
you, sir.
That is.
I never said that.
Yeah, that's Mr.
Yes, you
that's
have.
Mrs.
No,
Alexander.
I did not.
When we were watching her live.
So it's not only her in-ring ability, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
It is.
Talking about Swole,
It's
right?
very clean. Yeah, it's very clean, very
Oh,
crisp.
I thought we were talking about librarian.
But she has good look and she has great charisma, great
Yeah.
energy, right? I think that she looks solid,
Mhm.
and NXT girls look solid. Most of the AEW girls have looked
She definitely looks like an NXT
kind of either
girl.
mom
Yeah.
it like a mom or like a high school kid.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what else? You know what else she has though?
Brian,
she also
wouldn't
has.
you say Swole looks like an NXT girl?
Yeah, she
There's
does.
one
But
I
I was
can
going to
think of.
say.
Well, she's been on NXT.
Yeah, she wrestled in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
So we don't know.
No,
What you're
I don't know
saying.
what you're saying. It
But-
doesn't
but-
sound nice.
So that for me is a step in the right direction for the NXT women, and that is why I give this segment to NXT.
Well, she also has perspective. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Because her husband is in the WWE machine.
Right.
Right.
And
So
she's been in Queens of Combat and every other goddamn indie.
Yeah.
She's a veteran of many years.
Okay.
So my point, Brian, did I cut you off? I'm sorry. I didn't
no,
mean-
it's okay, Rob.
okay.
Please go.
My point here is that I think Swole, you need to push her. She could really help rejuvenate what is such a dead division.
Don't say that. Don't. It's not dead.
She could help the undercard
Dying.
a little bit, but if they do like Statlander and push her right to the title to lose to Nyla, it's going to hurt her. If
Oh,
she
no,
goes through the division
sure.
like, Librarian
But
and
there
some
is
of
no
these
other
other
division. I mean, there's no division.
Yeah.
You say she's going to move through the division. What's the division?
I don't know.
Sheeta.
Baker?
Sheeta. Well, yeah, we had Britt Baker on commentary too.
Sheeta?
But honestly, I don't even remember anything. She didn't really say much.
I wasn't listening. Not to her.
Adam, it looks like you don't have a.
Am I
seat.
allowed to talk to the board for a second, Rob? Is that all right?
Do we have to sign a waiver?
Don't do that.
Okay, I'm going to go to the board. Mr. Midhomer says, not Chelsea, the Telegraph. The camera was on Green way too long when she was looking over her shoulder. No, Chelsea Green's hot. Soji says, NXT wins just because Chelsea looks so hot. That's how he was won over.
I like Shotzi, and Shotzi might do the grunge gear, but she's hot too. Don't take nothing away.
No,
Yeah.
and Anaconda Vice says, Big Swole's awesome.
Yeah.
And Vile Yukon is implying that the reason Rob voted AEW in part 1 is because Revolution has changed you.
Ooh.
And I would agree with that just by the guy that was sitting next to you during Revolution.
It changed me.
Changed you. Like
Changed
you
I'm now
saw
an AEW mark.
Really?
more so than you ever were
Answer the
before.
question.
More so than you ever were before. Like now you're seeing what they've built or the
It
potential.
was their first pay-per-view building off of TV feuds,
full TV.
full TV feuds. We saw storylines come to a head. You know what I liked about it was, and I say this a lot, no fluff. It was to the point.
Yeah,
it
there
was
was
good
no-
wrestling.
Even the Orange Cassidy Pac wasn't flawed.
Orange
No.
Cassidy Pac might have been the moment of the night. Honestly, it might have been the moment of the night.
Moment.
honestly.
Love that match.
Nice.
Yeah, it's such a good fucking match. Am I now a mark because of Saturday?
You already were a mark.
Well, I mean an AEW mark.
Right.
No, I'm not an AEW
Your
mark. because
fandom didn't increase.
I already knew what they had. You know what? Maybe Orange Cassidy pushed the needle a little bit.
He did try.
I mean, I already like Darby. Darby's great. I like Jericho's fucking phenomenal, right?
He's still at the top.
I've never been a Mox fan. I'm never gonna be a Mox fan.
That's true.
So I mean, I like the tag team match was one of the best I've seen in
Maybe ever.
I'll at least say years. I don't want to say ever. I'm not gonna be one of those fucking guys.
Well, Vice is talking about the fact that you had 2 to 3 months to build this pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, and that's
You
great.
didn't have to rush it.
Right, you didn't have to rush it. But the tag team match I thought was one of the best ever. I'm not going to do this best ever that everybody's doing. It was a great tag team match.
It was definitely, I would say, the best tag team match of AEW.
Right.
If you want to go that far, I'll give you that.
So I'm not necessarily picking all my AEW winners tonight because of the pay-per-view. It didn't make me a bigger fan. But tonight in this particular segment, I thought that Big Swole made a statement that there is some talent on the women's division in AEW. The other side of the coin in NXT, Shotzi, I was upset. Shotzi's been getting this fucking hard push.
And it wasn't a showcase match like they've done, Rob. She
wasn't.
lost quick.
Yeah,
Well,
it wasn't. And she been getting pushed, Brian.
I know, but they just had fucking Ricochet fly to Saudi Arabia and get squashed
stop.
to show up
What
on
is it
Raw the
with
next
you?
night.
What is it with you and the whatism?
How is that a whatism? I'm
You
just
gotta
saying it's something
compare.
comparable.
You got to
It is.
compare.
Yeah, and then he just loses to
One is
fucking
the
Riddick Moss.
One is the main roster, and one is NXT. One is the men's division. One is the women. I mean, this is.
And Shayna didn't
Come on, man.
Shayna didn't lose to Shotzi. Shotzi threw her out in the Battle Royal.
Right, I'm
when
saying
they fought the next week, Shayna won.
Shotzi be getting a push.
Yeah.
She's been getting a push.
So is Ricochet.
Oh, why are you comparing the two?
I'm just saying they're similar.
Yeah, why compare?
And they both look what's happening to Ricochet.
They're not similar.
How are they not similar?
All right.
Because she be getting a push and she went in there and oh my God, they're not even the same kind of push. It's not even the same story. It's not the same anything.
Oh,
There's
don't
nothing.
even.
There is literally nothing comparable to Ricochet and fucking Shotzi Blackheart. Oh my God, I can't even articulate it because it is such a bad.
All right.
All right, we get it, Rob.
Let's vote.
We get it.
Let's vote.
What?
Oh my God.
What do you want to vote on?
Chelsea
Yeah.
versus Shotzi, or Leva Bates versus Big Swole.
AEW.
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 Yeah.
AEW.
Unanimous over here. We don't even need to do
You
it.
could have had Chelsea Green beat somebody else to continue her rise without squashing somebody you had been pushing pre.
Okay. Here is a good head-to-head here, guys. We got two promo segments, both introducing new feuds, so to speak. On the NXT side, we have Keith Lee being confronted by Cameron Grimes, discussing his desire to be the North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, we have Cody Rhodes getting confronted by Jake the Snake Roberts in a promo that I never would have saw coming out of
I
Jake.
did not see that coming.
No.
And man, was he on fire. And fuck it. I'm going to call it. We're starting there. Let's just start there. Okay, Cody comes out and says, hey, I lost. I got to do better. I want MJF. I'm not done, blah, 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 blah. Jake comes out. Everybody pops for him. He gets in the ring. We think he's going to do, I don't know, maybe like a pep talk for Cody, something
That's
to
what I
build
was
him
thinking.
back.
Yeah.
Cody's acting
Come
like
on,
he's
boy, get up. You can do
Right.
it. Yeah.
He's acting like he's bottomed out. And the first words out of his mouth are pretty much, no, I'm not here for that, boy. You know, kind of thing. He's like, I'm not here to praise. I'm here to slay. Right off the bat, that's what he says.
Slayed him.
Well, I think the thing that's most interesting is that usually when they bring legends back like this, especially the ones that don't show up really ever on the scale like that, you come back and get like those babyface pops. Like they're
Like
easy.
DDP did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he did the opposite. Like you got it right, like
Oh, yeah.
initially, but
he
then
said
right
the dark
after.
side is coming. That's why I think that this, what you showed, go back to the
This
other
isn't anything.
graphic. I feel like when he said the dark side is coming, that it gave the Archer vibe. That's just what I got from it.
You know what I love about this and about what we've seen with AEW when it comes to the veterans? WWE, excuse me, they pull these veterans in. They do stupid little fucking segments with them if they do anything, right?
Yeah.
Here, fucking dog and pony show, go away, whatever. In any industry, TV, movie, any media, even a corporate job, you know, you're more veteran, elder fucking people can play a role that maybe others can't play. So for this situation, I've always wondered, like, what if we use the older wrestlers to play storylines and move forward? And here we go, AEW saying, yeah, Jake can't fight, but he's got name ID.
Well, that's what they're using Tully and Arn for.
Well, right.
Right.
Yeah, giving these guys a chance to be part of the storyline, not just a once-a-year fucking gimmick.
And I like it because there's no reason. Arn got involved in the Wardlow MJF feud just enough to be relevant and a reason for him to be there, but not to take over the spotlight in any way.
Yeah.
I thought that was handled well.
Well, now Brandy's kind of taken a back seat in the managing role with Cody, so
Well, yeah.
now Arn might.
Well, and she didn't
take
even come
more of
out
a
with Cody.
spotlight.
She came out with Dustin and QT
Arn
Appleboy.
wasn't even there tonight, actually. Now that I think about it.
No, he wasn't.
But Arn was shit on by Jake. He said
One-trick pony?
One-trick pony, and he kept making reference to Caesar. We all know Caesar was stabbed in the back, and he said, "I don't want the whole pie. I just want your piece." And here's the big thing he said at the end. He said, "One of my mentors taught me, you never turn your back on someone you respect or fear." And then he turned his back on Cody, threw the mic over his shoulder, and left the building.
Just shows you that when you got it, you got it. And Jake the Snake Roberts, who in his prime
Even in that raspy out of wind voice.
was one of the best talkers in the history of the industry, and here he is back with barely a voice to hold on to, and still, all pun intended, slaying the promo. How
Slaying it.
exciting was it? Slaying that shit.
Slaying it.
Smashing it.
The board is all over the place, Rob, here. Now, here's what we talk about. We've got a guy that is a client of Jake. We don't know who. We have the Exalted One with the Dark Order. We don't know who. Matt Hardy's in the shuffle. Archer's in the shuffle. Let's see what else they're talking about on the board. They're saying Raven could be who Jake is talking about.
I don't know about that.
No way.
No.
Raven does not move the needle like this. But I think, Rob, you mentioned it earlier when you were still couch surfing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What if Matt is with Jake?
Matt who?
And what
Hardy.
if Archer is the leader of the Dark Order?
Or what if we're not considering a third option for either one of those?
Yeah.
You know what's really brilliant about this, and I'm sorry, I'm AEW, I'm gonna give you a little tug job here, but after this pay-per-view, you had to think that the roster that they had, as they have been presenting for the last several months, was going to start to get stale because there's only so many movements that you can do with what they were giving us.
Without adding new people.
Right. So here you do a big pay-per-view to kind of wrap up a bunch of storylines and move into a different era, if you want, of AEW. And now they're introducing people who are of mystery to us and excitement and intrigue. So well done.
And we'll get to that, but there was some other new stuff that they did tonight that I thought was kind of fun. I think also Stike is mentioning, don't forget about Brody Lee.
That's true.
He could be one of these two roles.
Could
Well,
be.
they're coming up. They have a show in Rochester, New York, which is where his hometown is. So that's another thing too. Like if he actually is signed to AEW, to have him debut that night, that seems very telegraphed. That seems very obvious.
Let's each make a prediction right now. Who's it gonna be?
All right, what? Who the leader is?
Yeah.
I still like the idea of Matt Hardy being the leader of the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt
so
Hardy.
And I
Dark Order, you say
like
okay.
I like Archer being the client to Jake.
Well, let's do it one at a time. So, Dark Order,
Matt Hardy.
Brian.
Matt Hardy.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Matt Hardy. I think it's obvious, but yes. Okay, and then what's the next one?
The next one is who's the client to Jake?
Who's the client?
Jerry Lynn.
I think it's Archer.
I think it's Marty Jannetty.
I think because it has to be somebody huge, and yes, I
Wardlow?
like Matt Hardy to go with Jake the Snake, but I don't think that he could have the same impact. And plus, Matt does not need Jake to talk for him at all. Matt can talk for himself. Archer, I'm not shitting on his promo skills, but having Jake out there to kind of play off of would be a good thing. And hell, Jake tonight said better than Paul Heyman said in months.
Well, Paul Heyman's been a goddamn a record player on fucking loop the whole fucking like for 3 years now.
Excuse
me, sir. I'm Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar and a spoiler, sir. And, I mean, just like every time he comes out, I'm really hoping it's going to be short.
Yeah.
Iron Meds and other people are suggesting it's Luke Harper that comes out with Jake.
I was
'cause
just thinking
Harper can't cut a good promo, and by putting him with Jake,
He can cut a great promo. Yes, he can.
No, you know what?
What are you talking about? He
Luke
can talk.
Harper and Jake sounds perfect.
doesn't sound good.
Sounds really good.
The thing is we're discussing the possibilities where WWE, when we discuss the possibilities, then Big Show comes out.
Yeah.
You know, like,
right,
so,
right.
So at least AEW has us talking in a positive way. We've got Brody Lee, we've got Archer, we've got Matt Hardy, and we've got frickin' Harper here.
Don't forget, Brian Cage is also signed to AEW.
You know, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
He's
forgot
hurt
about
though.
it.
He's out for a few months.
maybe
so.
Jake Roberts,
Yeah.
associate's gonna be Shane McMahon, and they bought AEW.
On the board, Brian, do you want to answer Teddy's question?
Let's see. What did he say? What is it? I can't.
What
Teddy.
is love?
Teddy asks, how long before Matt Hardy can appear on AEW?
I was asking that question. I mean,
Again, he's free.
Anytime he wants.
He was free on Sunday.
Yep. He could have shown up.
He was free the night after Revolution.
He could've
there's
shown up on
no
Dark.
competes at all.
Well, no.
compete
When
left.
your contract ends,
No,
there's not a no
that's
compete.
not necessarily always the case. It's always a unique situation. There are contracts that state that when your contract ends, you still have a 6-month non-compete in a certain market.
Not 6 months.
I'm giving an example. It can be 6 months.
I'm sure when
90
he
days.
signed,
90 days. 90 days, brother.
I'm sure that when he signed, he made
No,
sure that there
not
was
every
something
market-
when
not
it
every
ended,
medium.
it's ended.
Well, for WWE, traditionally, it's
I'm
been
giving
90
an
days.
example of what I know, which is radio.
Okay, so this is
And if
Rob world.
if your contract ends, if you've had a contract with the station and it ends,
Okay.
after it's over, you can still have a 6 month to a year non-compete clause
Mhm.
that says, yeah, you don't work for us, but you can't work in this area.
Yeah. Well, can I bring something up? How is this
I
any
thought that
different?
was most of the. I thought that was only when they released you.
This is like a whatism. This is. You were telling me what I was doing.
No, that's it. It's variations of contracts.
Well, that's what I was saying about.
No.
Yes,
just-
Vile Yukon. We know about the Bucks of Youth making videos with Matt. We know he's probably coming to AEW. We're just speculating what's the role.
Yeah, doing social media shit is one thing. Being in the ring on a TV program that is a competing program, there may be clauses that he has to sit out for.
Thanks a lot.
There might not be.
All right. Anything on the board before we move on?
Well, Final Yukon said Matt is already making videos with the Bucks. Well, we already said that, but he
I
said sitting.
just
But
said
he
that.
said sitting in a dead tree. Matt sits in a wooden chair after dead tree.
Okay.
That's made of dead tree.
Yeah, that's,
tree?
that's
Well, you guys didn't see the videos because
fucking
all
riveting.
you do. No, you don't watch the videos because you're like, oh, it's something extra that I don't have to do.
Yeah, we have kids.
You have kids. You have fucking phones. You guys take shits. You can go watch it while you're taking a
on
shit.
the NXT side of things.
I watched Trump.
Keith Lee and Cameron Grimes have a confrontation that I thought might be settled at Tampa, might be building to there, but no, they're going to fight next week for the North American title.
I don't care.
This wasn't a great, back and forth.
Yeah.
This didn't touch fucking Jake and Cody. We don't have to vote, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have to vote, but I think I could take a moment to shit on it
Okay.
if I can.
I mean, I don't think it was horrible, but
No.
it wasn't good.
And
I love Keith Lee.
Cameron Grimes confuses me. Like, this is probably one of the first times I've seen NXT kind of getting behind a guy that clearly is just not accepted by anyone. Like a Roman. I'm not saying they're pushing him like Roman, but he walks out there
Like a
and
BJ Lawton.
they clearly
Oh.
want him to be a player. Right, BJ Lawton. They clearly
CGU.
want him to be a player, but he just doesn't gravitate to the fans' affection.
It's true. He had a great match with Dijakovic, but you're right. He didn't gain any fans from
But
it.
You know what this is? This is what NXT always does really well, and I think maybe we're finally, I'm noticing it anyway, is that here we go. We just had the big feud over the North American Championship. That was your lead story for the last couple of months, right? Other titles were there, but they weren't lead. And NXT always puts one title in the main story and the other's kind of below it.
yeah.
What happened tonight was North American dropped to second or third tier, and the NXT Championship got the bump to the top.
Well, you could even argue
Of
that
course.
the NXT Tag Championship got a little bit more of a rub tonight.
Right. They moved the other two divisions over the North American, and then ended the show with a huge.
We'll get there. Don't blow your
Yeah.
wad yet.
Yeah. Chill.
All right. So, anything on the board for NXT before we move on, Brian?
Let's see. For NXT, no, everyone's really talking about the Hardys. Talking about Jeff Hardy, But Shoji's just brought up, he said, that's why I'm glad Matt didn't show up tonight because of the Bucks video. Everyone was expecting it.
Right. That's what I said earlier.
Right. Cody surprised everyone with Jake instead. This, folks, is how you make wrestling fans. This, folks, is how you make wrestling fans mark out.
But
that's it. Okay, there you
don't discount what Rob said.
What?
He did say something that was very, very important that I think we just glossed over.
Thank you.
He might have a no compete for a TV deal. Like where he can't. What I'm saying though, where he couldn't appear on TV for 30 days. It's potential. It doesn't include a YouTube. I'm just saying.
No, I know. I don't have to argue it.
No,
I'm
not. I'm trying to find.
It could be a possibility.
I'm trying to supply proof.
Well, I'm not arguing proof or not.
Yeah.
We're just saying
if
that.
you want to find an article to help us understand, that's fine. But we're not challenging.
Well, I'm going to Matt's Twitter. Okay.
But we're not challenging.
Did Rob have a few beers? Teddy said. Rob had several mimosas and a couple White Claws.
I drank a bunch of mimosas and White Claws tonight.
And wait, not to mention, you guys remember what WWE, they made a press release to him. They said they wish him well in his future endeavors.
That does not.
I know that doesn't mean he doesn't have.
Why are you trying to fight on this?
I'm not trying to fight. I'm just trying to tell you that
endeavored.
No, he can show up at any time.
And wait,
don't forget, know that.
Wait, don't forget Mox showed up on some videos, but not on TV.
Right. You don't know that he can show up anytime. That's the point we're making. Is if he can or not, it's fine. We're not going to be
arguing
upset.
like he knows.
I know. We're just saying that there's a possibility he could be under a no compete for at least 90 days, 30 days, fucking a day. I don't fucking know.
There's possible that Rob's beard won't turn all gray really quickly, but
it's probably going to happen in his garage.
Yeah. So,
well, let's see. Ford, tell us: is he free to show up whenever?
Great. Let's just sit here and wait,
so
Rob.
the WWE legal team is on the fucking board. They're going to answer.
Yeah, exactly. Can we move on? Let's
move on.
All right. Next, we have second hour action. Chucky T. Chuck Taylor taking on Pac. On the other side, we have Brian's favorite.
Who?
Birch and Lorcan taking on the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, but when it comes, if best friends are on the telly.
Now both of these matches were overall. They're but the consequences and shit that happens after the match is what I want to talk about. I'm going to start with NXT.
Talk about it.
Yeah, do it, man.
NXT, after the match, Undisputed says we want our titles back. And the Broserweights go to answer, and grizzled young veterans attack them on the announce thing. They're keeping the Undisputed rivalry alive, but instead of just doing the same match again, the grizzled young veterans are included here. They were the team that the Broserweights beat in the finals of Dusty.
Right.
If you're going on a long-term booking and why all three teams would be involved, makes sense.
I think it's hey, how do we get these two guys that we really like, but they haven't got the reception we want them to get? How do we get them over? Let's put them in a match with a tag team and two individuals who are fucking over, and let them show their ass. And they Team 61, I think, was the same way. Like everybody was kind of on defense about them, but when you put them in a couple of highlighted matches against other competitors, you're like, holy shit, they're fucking awesome, and then they can stand on their own after the fact. I don't think they've had that competitor to really make them shine on their own until this moment.
And so this is a chance. You seemingly have booked a nice triple threat, but nope, because Broserweights are fighting Undisputed next week. So I don't understand the two championship matches that might have been stalled for 4 weeks to Tampa are actually happening on next week's show instead. Obviously, they're just building towards something. I believe they're building toward a triple threat in the tag team division, and I think Cameron Grimes is an afterthought. Keith Lee's new opponent will come out after he beats Cameron Grimes.
His gimmick is just not relatable to me. Like Cameron Grimes.
Oh.
Yeah, like he's okay, a top hat and a vest.
It
But
looks like a 49er to me. Like he's gonna be walking out. I've been digging gold all day.
Honestly, I would prefer that if he came out with, like, if he just dug in, quote unquote.
Oh, dig dug.
Yeah. Came out with a shovel, came out with a fucking like sifter, be like, I've been mining all day.
I think he is
I got some gold.
Right.
I think he is a cross between Booger from Revenge of the Nerds and the other character he played in Better Off Dead.
That's such a good. I hate you. Really good.
I wish I knew the reference.
And that's why I'm not over on him.
I know Booger.
Booger.
Yeah. Better Off Dead, he just wore a top hat. It was same actor.
This is 100%
Was he the narrator?
Real snow.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
He snorts snow through. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. Joel.
On
Don't
the
fuck the
other side.
babysitter.
On the other side, Chucky T and Pac. Okay, great. It was what it was. Let's just fast forward through the match and get to the fucking end. We have a new faction in AEW.
Oh, this is exciting.
Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., and Pac, the Death Triangle, or the Triangle of Death. I'm not sure which it is.
Death Triangle.
It's Death Triangle.
Yeah. Or how do you say it in Spanish? In Español.
Triangle de la Muertes.
De la muerte.
I don't know what triangle is.
Uno hamburgueso con queso, doble la papa frita con cerveza, por favor.
No, don't order.
Tres.
Casa de amor, por favor.
Tres
Rápido.
Tres casa.
This
No,
is why
that's
we don't
house.
have any Latinos in the Markedout
Well,
Hall of Fame.
Where's Medine?
La biblioteca.
He's
We
not
gotta
even
get
in the
Medine.
celebrity
but,
wing.
I know, but Medine
Mira,
is at least
mira,
getting us in that
We
Latino.
should create
Mira, no
a
más.
former host wing next year.
Well, you just shouted out Golda on Hot Mic.
I was trying to give the man a shout out.
I know. Shout out Golda.
Many people
Fucking
know
doing
him
great.
around. Many
Yeah,
people know him in
everyone
wrestling.
knows Golda
Yeah.
from our famous
Yeah, former MOWP host and
former host of
super
Indie McIndie Face.
wrestling super fan.
Anyway, do we care that we
Apparently
have
you don't.
the Grizzled Young Vets undisputed and Broserweights, or do we care that we have the Death Triangle?
Oh,
What is it for you, Rob?
Am I picking one?
Yeah, that's how the show works.
I think the Death Triangle is so stupid.
are
I'm
you
sorry.
fucking?
I think
I
Wow.
see. I showed up tonight wanting to fight you, and I think this might be the reason. This might be the thing that throws me over the edge.
Why are they together? What's the commonality
Why not?
there?
Because they're about to have 6-man tag
But
belts.
they've done. There's
Or
been
trio
no
belts.
no
Whatever.
hint of this being a thing.
Add Rusev, and they could be United Nations 2000.
Well, with that said,
What do you mean, no hint of this? This happened at Revolution. They came out at the end of the Orange Cassidy and Pac match.
Yeah, did the hook kick on the outside.
Do you not remember they took out the best friends?
Well, yeah, but I thought that was a whole.
You thought that was with the best friends, and
Yeah,
not,
but why Pac? Why Pac? Why does Pac with them?
I don't know.
mean, it could also set up a future trios title too. So
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I'm setting up.
that's
if
what I
that's
think.
what it is, then fine. But I'm just saying within the story, I don't see how you're like, oh, we're a faction now and we have a cool name.
Yeah.
Rob's off the
But-
Kool-Aid.
But no, I'm just saying we're a faction. We have a cool name.
Oh, we
There's
had
literally no reason. Like I just met these dudes last night at the club, and I was like, "You're cool. Let's do a faction." You know, I mean,
Ike says they're overdoing it with the factions. If you do it right, it can't be overdone. You had Nation, Ministry, Corporation,
Yeah.
and DX all operating at the same time.
fuck every
And it was
wrestler.
what many people think was the top time in wrestling.
Yeah,
If every wrestler on the fucking roster could be in a faction, if they did it right,
yeah.
it wouldn't. It's cool.
I mean, there's
Whatever.
gangs in real life too, so there should be gangs in
Yeah,
wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Soji's trying to speak to Rob in the WWE way. He says it's like Seth with AOP and Murphy. Why? Doesn't matter. It works.
Triangolo de la Muerte.
Okay, that's fair.
And Death Triangle is cocaine cartels, Teddy says.
That sounds.
Oh man,
That sounds
I have
awesome.
no
That sounds
idea what's
racist.
going on.
Damn it,
I don't
Teddy.
think that's true. Don't
Yeah, I
listen. Don't listen to Teddy. Whatever he says, don't listen to Teddy.
That means
All
I can go to AEW show and
So,
Pretty
Rob,
much.
Rob, did you vote for a winner yet?
what's the segments again?
Brian?
No, I'm gonna go with the NXT segment.
He doesn't even know what it is.
Yeah, tell me what it is, Rob.
Remember,
Broserweights.
Broserweights. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
No,
go with-
it was Danny Birch and Oni Lorcan
okay.
fighting undisputed.
Okay.
Oh.
AEW, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Rob's vote doesn't count. Brian.
What the fuck? AEW.
Yeah, no, of course I'm gonna go AEW. I mean, I like the Triangolo
do
de la
too.
Muerte.
I do too, but that means
What?
now AEW's up 4-0. By the way, a quick interlude here.
Yeah.
Interlude.
This is the chance for Rody Rob, RJ Black, whoever, but Spears and Tully are recruiting. And we need to get our intern Greg on a promo video
Oh.
for Rody, because I think Rody is the perfect tag team partner.
I should be
for the
Sean
perfect
Spears'
10.
tag team partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's good looking, one's not. It's perfect.
I'm gorgeous.
Peyton Royce.
You're pretty in
you
your own
might
way.
see her.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Um,
like a
that'd be
rough. It's not on the surface. You know, it's like I have
Yeah.
to get to know you.
What do we have to do to enter this thing?
You just have to submit a video. You saw the directions on the board.
Hashtag.
when does it end? When is the deadline?
I mean,
don't know,
whenever
but
he
it's-
finds his
yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
Really?
Tryouts started tonight. You should be recording as soon
You
as
should
we
be
go off air.
You should be working out right
And
now.
it's just for any kind of fan. I am working. I'm
yeah,
down.
he's looking for anyone.
I'm down 11 pounds.
Well, you should tell him that in your promo.
Yeah.
Look at me, you sloppy bitch.
I could film you working out,
We should be cutting this right now.
showering.
Hit
What?
the. You don't know how to turn it on. I'm about to say hit my camera. And
No, don't
I'll cut
try
it
to
right
ask
now.
him technical
Yeah.
things.
Oh,
He's gonna
God.
blow
What?
the house up.
I'm not gonna do anything crazy.
He's gonna blow up White Table
No,
Studio.
I'm not. I'm not gonna blow up a studio.
Do you want me to read the Ascension timeline while you guys do your thing on
What?
the technological side?
No.
No.
How do I look? Do I look good there?
March 15th, 2012.
No.
Here.
Connor appears
I'll fix
returning
it.
with a Connor O'Brien. They reformed the Ascension, formerly with Kenneth and Connor. There you
go.
Yeah, Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Oh, we have it. It's the studio.
Yeah. So I'm doing my why it should be Sean Spears, tag team partner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this your promo?
Yeah. So
We should film it. No,
right now we're filming.
We have the green screen. I'll do it all nice.
I can do it right now, and then we can have everybody fucking
All right.
tweet that shit.
All right, so then you'll mouth it.
Or we could just continue with the show.
No, I want to hear this.
You don't want to hear my promo? To try to be.
Oh, he's
Sean
got the
Spears?
camera right there. I see.
All right,
Tag
go
team.
for it.
I
I
mean,
just
I'm
gave
not.
you your intro.
I'm in no way prepared for this kind of a moment, this serious moment. Right? I mean, this is big. I should have done like research and studied and done some training videos. But I mean, I am just the perfect guy. Why? I don't know. Because I am. That's all I have tonight. I really
Don't
thought
want
I
to
could
sound
do
like
better.
a dick or
than tonight.
nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded. What I do is just say, you know what I mean? Like,
Can't hear you. I think your mic is off.
Did he mute me?
He did. He muted you. How does it feel?
I was actually getting in a rhythm there.
Look, now how is he supposed to tag with Sean Spears when you muted him?
We want the smoke.
This also, you shouldn't be drinking coffee when you're fucking hammered.
I was getting in a rhythm.
You were getting in a rhythm.
I
with
was
your
getting in a
log?
rhythm. I was getting in a rhythm.
All right.
Teddy's
was.
saying, Rob, I swear you look like Golda.
All right.
Sean
That's a
Spears.
good thing. Golda's fucking pretty now.
My brother-in-law's a champion. You should have me as your tag team partner.
All right. Here we go. Next shit. We have Swerve taking on Austin Theory on NXT's side, and we have QT Marshall versus Hager on the AEW side. Both of these are throwaway matches.
No.
NXT's was a showcase match with no consequence. And AEW's, all they did was kill QT Marshall so that we can have a great Adam Page spot.
Are you talking about How I Met Your Mother? Fuck.
That is all I care about is the Hangman Page spot. He comes in, Brian. He puts the cup on the turnbuckle. He kicks some ass, he grabs his beer and finishes and leaves. Does it get any better than that?
No, I mean, he doesn't have to wrestle. He has to do much these days, and he's got the crowd behind him.
He did flip off Nick.
No, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I don't know
a
what's
little
up
weird,
that.
right?
No Kenny, no Nick.
I would have wished they would
He
have
flipped off Matt.
Nick
excuse me.
Patrick?
I
No-
would
no
have
Nick
wished.
Jackson.
I would wish they would have furthered that relationship, Kenny and Hangman. But I guess Kenny not being there.
No, but they furthered the Page and Matt dissolution.
Sure, but they're already opponents. So, I mean, I know they were friends before, but they were already drifting away. So now them doing this, I don't know. I wanted Kenny to be involved. What are you laughing at? Are you looking at the board right now?
I'm
Are
looking
you
at the board.
He's
You're
looking
looking
at
porn?
Iron Meds with his sipping straw.
I think we should upload this episode to Pornhub.
Definitely.
Yeah, we should go back on there.
Swerve versus Theory was a great match, but too bad that Swerve lost. Austin Theory's getting the rub right now, so I'm not surprised that Swerve lost. And Swerve had his little moment there. He's got a nice following, but it looks like he's a main event 205 Live guy that I can't believe is still a show. He was the Cruiserweight Ender champion, whatever the fuck.
What are you talking about now? Sorry, I was paying attention to Rob getting his jizz glove.
All right,
Oh, perfect timing.
Brian,
What?
time to vote because I want to go to some better stuff. QT Marshall versus Hager, Swerve versus Austin Theory.
I'm going to go with AEW because I do.
Of course you are.
Of course
you
I
are.
am, but I like
5
seeing
zip.
I like seeing new faces in there, and especially a guy like QT Marshall, who he just announced his tag team relationship with Dustin Rhodes.
Relationship?
Yes, they are in a tag team relationship now. Ask your brother-in-law and ask him if he's in a tag team relationship with Dawkins. See what he says.
I'm pretty sure it's a friendship.
No, ask him. Say what's your tag team relationship? Is that what
Gary?
I said? Sure, with Gary.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna
I'll
shoot,
ask
brother.
him. I'll
You're gonna
ask him.
shoot, brother.
What you want, man?
Yeah, what you want. So
Boy.
yes,
That escalated quickly.
AEW.
Okay.
I like QT Marshall for sure.
Yeah. QT Marshall definitely gets
He had
the win.
apples. He's throwing apples to the crowd.
Rob, and be honest, you were talking shit about Austin Theory during the match. You go, well, I just don't. He's just a Finn Balor. Is what you get.
I mean, he looks like Finn. He's so look. I think Austin Theory is a talented guy, like in the ring. Obviously, very talented.
being on the same
But
roster.
I'm
with
gonna
him.
be honest here. Austin Theory is a basic bitch, right? He is this perfectly chiseled, pretty boy that can jump around the ring. We've all fucking seen him. Most of us hated him in high school. I mean, he's a basic bitch. Dime a dozen. He's great. Dime a dozen.
like QT Marshall.
QT Marshall has a massive dad bald spot.
Okay.
QT Marshall is, I'm like, oh, look, I could do it. You know, when I see him.
Ooh, hey Brian.
Yeah.
I got one for you. Like leather here.
Uh-huh.
Is Hangman the most over wrestler in AEW, or is it Moxley?
I would say Orange Cassidy.
Most over?
Most over as far as
Most
like crowd
over,
response.
Like,
Would you say
who-
Jericho or
who the
Moxley?
No,
Yeah.
Page
Or Moxley?
Just those two. It can't do anybody else.
Yeah,
Just those
no,
Oh, out of the
no
two.
write-ins.
Gotcha.
No write-ins.
Okay. Out of the two.
Page or
No,
Moxley?
You gotta-
you know what? I would
Oh,
say Moxley.
Page.
I would say Moxley. Just because,
Page.
no, man, he already has the pre-existing fans
But
from
with
That
the
WWE.
don't mean a
marks-
goddamn thing.
Sure
Yeah.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
The
I know-
fans are way more engaged, I think, right now with Page. Even though Mox is the champ and comes through the crowd, Hangman, like, if everybody wants to give him a beer.
But I think, no, you're
It's
right.
talking about the most over, and Hangman can do no wrong right now.
Oh,
Cowboy
okay.
shit.
Most over in an AEW crowd, sure. But
That
most
was the
over.
question.
That was the question.
Who's more over in AEW? Though?
No, no, no.
Who is
You
the
said in
more
AEW.
over wrestler
crowd?
in AEW.
Oh,
No,
my
you
God.
said in AEW, not in terms of the crowd that's there. I'm talking about in the scope of the world. Everybody knows who Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley, is.
Brian, this is
What
how
is
you
he
make-
saying?
This is how you make me feel, Brian.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my
No.
smile.
Rob's in commercial. He's picture-in-picture, so he can't talk. So he's just going to hold up signs.
Says, oh my God, Brian. He's like Darby Allin. He lost his
Exactly.
voice.
Well, yeah, you have to be so literal, man. And, they get it.
All
bro.
right. All right. So I'm going to go, just because Hangman Page here, I'm going to go with AEW. 2-0. Doesn't matter what Rob votes. Next, we get basically tape segments from both sides. MJF says he's the number one contender in waiting. Hey, Mox, it's coming. Almost foreshadowing like you think Jericho's going to take time off, but he didn't. So that felt weird. He says it doesn't matter when, but he's the number one contender, and that title's his. On the other side, you have Gargano break down in a promo and basically get right up in the grill of Mauro Ranallo. Thankfully, Mauro is sitting, so Johnny looks big. Otherwise, I think Mauro's taller, and it probably wouldn't have worked. But it was uncomfortable. I guess this is the best I could say about it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest fails for NXT.
Gargano
Yeah, and
as a character, or
yeah, because me as a fan, I am now tired of him.
his character's never gone anywhere. Yes, he's a great in-rope guy.
Tired of who?
Gargano.
Gargano, he's had great moments
Yeah.
in NXT. I do not deny that. Great matches in NXT. I do not deny that. But this direction they're taking him, and it's just kind of the same. We just saw this recently.
He's heel, though.
The flip-flop back and forth.
But he was just kind of old not that long ago.
Yeah, but now he's like full-blown, and now he's going against his best friend, his
Ciampa, but
ex-best
he-
friend.
Yeah, he just did that.
His ex-best.
They reunited
friend.
DIY for one match so they could break them back up.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Okay. You
This
want
is too soon of a retread.
you want to know who this feels like? Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and I wonder who's in NXT.
No.
Why?
That was
What are you
spread-
talking about?
That was spread across several years.
yeah,
Michaels,
because Shawn lost his smile.
right, and went away.
But it wasn't an identical storyline fucking right back to back.
No, but I'm saying they went back and forth.
But
We're not
the
talking about
criticism
back
was
and
not
forth.
necessarily the criticism was not
Oh, I
about
thought you were-
the feud itself.
No.
But it's about talking about Gargano, how he's just been. There's nothing about what he's doing right now that I'm like, I can't wait to see what Gargano's doing.
So what else do you do with him?
Unless it's Candace, I
He
can't
doesn't-
wait.
don't
to see
put him
that.
on
Take him
Raw.
away for a while.
Okay, that's fine too.
Take him off camera for a while. Let him
Sure.
fucking let the fucking heat drop, and then bring him back.
Well, you got to finish his story.
I
with
mean,
You don't have to.
He
No.
could be
You
fighting
don't.
Riddle. He could be fighting Pete Dunne if they weren't in tags. He could be fighting anybody else.
I like how you said that.
Seriously.
Anybody.
Anything
could.
you want.
So I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna go with MJF here. MJF wins to me. I thought it was a better promo. I didn't like the Band-Aid, but whatever. Rob?
Yeah, AEW, MJF, flipping off a kid. Love that.
That was on Twitter,
I
not
know,
on
but
tonight.
still love
That made
it.
it to TMZ.
You know what I loved about the fucking
See that?
the non-wrestling world, media world, and non-wrestling Twitter people world saw that and lost their fucking grapes.
Yeah.
Because they're, oh my God, how could you flip off a kid? Where all the wrestling fans are like,
And that
You
kid
know.
went home, I bet, happy as fuck.
yeah, fucking MJF flipped me off. Fucking yeah.
Right.
Little bitches, quit crying. My
Right?
God.
I know. Seriously.
Fucking this
Bri-
generation. You
Brian,
motherfuckers.
you got to make
man.
it 6-0 for
I'm
AEW?
yeah. I mean, you know,
This is like the ratings war already.
I shit on NXT a lot, and it's mostly just I'm just fucking around. I really do enjoy NXT, but honestly, I mean, when we're going back to back like this, I do have to say AEW is the more entertaining, at least in this segment. And we're going segment by segment. This had the more entertainment segment.
Yeah,
It
that's
did.
how we do the show, Brian. It's
Well, yeah,
segment
I
by
know.
segment.
It was a long, wet roundabout. Oh, what does the board say?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to cut you off. Vice says MJF was better. Stike says if Ciampa and Gargano isn't in Hell in a Cell in Tampa, then it's a fail.
That's not fair.
Well, I mean,
That's
you
not
want
fair.
you want to do something new between the two of them, you've got to
Something
do
fresh.
something like
Yeah,
that.
that's not fair to put that kind of a limit on it or a.
What's wrong with it?
I'm
That's
just
that's
say,
like the ultimate blow off, though.
to say if you don't do that, it's a fail. I think it's a bit harsh.
Ooh, Teddy.
NXT has got enough kudos that they can have little. Hey, they should have done this. It'd been better. It's not a fail. But I agree with the sentiment that if they did that, wow, that would be perfect. That would even get my interest back into it. Where I'm at a point like, oh, Ciampa and Gargano. Huh.
What about this? Would this get your interest more in MJF? Teddy says make Jim Cornette MJF's manager.
This is Roderick
Oh,
Strong, and
my-
I approve this.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
God, I would love that.
I would
Get the
so
fuck
love
outta
it.
here.
I would. That's.
Thank you.
that's
Fuck
awesome.
you. Bye.
Oh.
Extra mayo, extra cheese.
Double cheddar.
You know what MJF stands for?
I don't know why I played
Mother fucker.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
All right, it's main event time, boys.
Oh, okay.
We have Mox and Darby against the Inner Circle. Mox never makes it to the ring. Darby gets his ass beat for a while. And then on the other side, Velveteen and Roddy in the cage. Where you want to start, Robert?
What?
Oh man.
I was reading the board. I'm sorry. I was actually the first time ever I was reading the board.
Which topic do you want to start with?
What were the two topics?
The main event, man.
You really suck right now.
I'm sorry. I was
Brian,
reading the
pick
board.
one.
I didn't hear anything. I'm
Let's
sorry.
do
the main
NXT
event.
first, and then we'll go to AEW.
All right.
How did it feel?
NXT. Velveteen Dream and Roddy in a cage. Man, earlier tonight we talked about the ending of the cage in the Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai, an ending that we all said, I've never really seen anything like that before. I've never really seen anything as crazy orchestrated as what Velveteen Dream did tonight.
In what way?
In the end of the match, he throws his competitor out of the cage on purpose, closes the cage, locks himself inside
Yeah.
with the guy he really wants to
Well,
get
because
at.
yeah, right. He already threw him in. Adam Cole.
No, he didn't throw him in.
Yes, he did.
He climbed in.
He climbed over, but remember he threw him into the cage, and then that's when.
Cole,
No.
Cole was all the way into the ring.
No. Adam Cole climbed in while Velveteen was attacking Fish and
Right.
Riley.
Yeah.
Cole
then who-
came in on the other side, and then the door opened.
So who did he
And-
throw off the top rope? He threw someone off the top rope. I thought it was Cole.
He threw Roddy, came back in.
Yeah.
Roddy came back in after
Roddy.
winning the match.
All right, maybe it was Roddy then.
After Velveteen
fucking the
locked the
story here up.
cage.
No.
Anyway,
Check the tape.
No,
Hashtag check the tape.
you're wrong.
I talked all night on Hot Mic, Rob, about who would be the next challenger. Would it be Finn for Adam Cole or would it be Velveteen? It's very clear it's Velveteen.
I think we all thought it was gonna be Velveteen, which is it's fine, it's great.
The way they did it, though.
But the question was, how are they gonna get fucking Velveteen from Roddy to Cole? How are they gonna make that transition? And I thought the brilliance of this was they're just gonna flat out fucking cut and move in the middle of this match. Like it was your family and your wife and your kids and da-da-da. Okay, you won, bitch. Now I'm going for him.
Well, not even just you won, bitch. He gave him the victory.
Right.
Well, wins and losses don't really matter in NXT,
Well, he
right?
got the win on his own. And then Roddy, but Velveteen, after he won, Velveteen's like, I don't fucking care. Shut it.
No, Velveteen didn't win, Rob.
He didn't win.
When Roddy walked out the cage, Velveteen's first reaction was, fuck it. And then he went after Cole.
But Roddy didn't walk out the cage.
Roddy went through the fucking door.
Right. Velveteen threw him through the door. Out.
I didn't see the throw.
That was the ending.
Velveteen threw Roddy
Oh, you're
out.
fucking your story up.
I missed
See,
that.
you're
Okay.
telling me.
Oh.
No.
Switch,
Velveteen.
snip, snap.
Wait. Velveteen gave the victory away. He threw Roddy out, and he locked himself in with Cole.
I didn't see him throw
He did.
him out.
He very clearly pushed him out.
He grabbed the tights
Oh.
and
And then-
shoulder
and then
kind of
grabbed
and
the
threw
cage
him
Well,
out.
that's
door.
even more fabulous than what I saw.
And then grabbed the
Why
cage
do you
door
think
closed.
I went crazy for
and then
it?
there were the handcuffs that were there, and he locked it.
Because I thought Roddy had gotten out on his own, and Velveteen was like, well, fuck it, you win, I don't care, and then closed it.
No,
But
he
he threw him
handed
out.
him the victory
Oh,
so that he could get alone with Adam Cole.
Okay.
In the books, Roderick Strong won this match.
Right. Well, I knew that either way, yes.
But the way that they did it, and like you said, Rob, the transition, Brian, going from Roddy to Cole, perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you figure that he's going to have some beef with all of the I almost call them inner circle,
Right.
All
And-
the undisputed era.
But
this
he
makes
had
sense.
enough of an exchange with
Sure.
Fish and Riley.
Sure, and no, that's what I'm saying. Like it had to come to an end, and now his thing with Roddy is coming to an end. So it's fucking awesome to see him now moving up that ladder and finally going after Cole.
Yeah.
And Med says, why should he care? He already beat him. Exactly. So just throw his ass out. Spike says, Velveteen got his win over Roddy a couple weeks ago. This match didn't matter. It didn't. This is the segue
No,
match.
yeah, but it was a great segue.
But it was a grudge match. It was personal, like you said.
But
it-
like
it-
I said, this was two cage matches that ended very uniquely on the NXT side.
Yeah, they definitely used them pretty. I've never seen them, at least in the first match too.
Yeah.
With Raquel, Raquel
Oh,
Gonzalez.
Raquel Welch.
No,
Raquel
it's not
Gonzalez.
Raquel Welch.
Not Raquel Welch. Brian doesn't even know who that is.
Raquel Welch. She's an actress
Big titted actress from the 70s.
from like the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she
see?
still alive?
Yeah. All right, let's switch
I-
gears. Let's go over to the AEW side.
Shout out Raquel Welch.
Darby Allin has to basically go 5-on-1 with the inner circle. Every time the ref's not looking, Santana and Ortiz are beating him up because they came ringside with Hager after beating Mox up. They took Mox to task back in the arena. Darby, we expected, Rob, maybe some WWE shit. That Mox was going to come back and make the hot tag and get the win.
Yeah, good old reliable there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't happen. Darby just loses.
Yeah.
I mean, he got some shine,
It
but
makes
he
sense
lost.
though.
Oh yeah, they definitely highlighted the kid. I mean, but they highlighted him, but did we really even need that highlight from him? I mean, we know who he is. We've seen what he can do. So I don't know if this is necessarily about him. You could say that, hey, he got some shine, he got some highlight. Cool. I don't think it really mattered there. I think what mattered was that you had a chasing Chris Jericho. Again, continuing with what you started with at the beginning of the show. The chasing Chris Jericho that's insane and is going to do anything he can to just destroy. Not just beat Dean Ambrose or John Moxley,
Whoa.
but destroy him.
Well, I think a lot of people speculated once Jericho lost and he has the tour booked that he was going to go away. And I think he teased that perfectly tonight. Even Mox coming back to quote-unquote pretend to make the save before taking the Shield powerbomb from Hager and Santana Ortiz on what looked like two tables that were just off the off the ramp, whatever the hell you want to call it there.
Yeah.
The weirdness here is you have MJF saying he's stepping up to the plate. You have Jericho saying he's not going away. When you talk about a chase, Rob,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Jericho so much as a chase, but he now has a little bit of hunger. I want that thing back.
Right. I mean, that's same thing, different verbiage. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, just to see
Not
him.
trying to split hairs.
No, I get you. To see him in the role of wanting rather than having, I think is going to be equally as fun as when he had.
What did you think, Brian, about because the board's talking about it, the inner circle giving the bird at the end of Mox?
Oh yeah, and all the fucking teases about the Shield and doing the Shield power bomb and then doing the whole Shield fucking fist bump with the flipping the bird. I thought it was great. Throwing shade at him, throwing shade at the whole WWE thing. 'Cause that also makes sense with Jericho too.
But Rob's right. I mean, WWE's not going to care at all here.
No,
Social media will. The marks,
they're gonna
marks are going to run with this. The whole Shield middle finger thing and the power bomb. I
definitely.
mean, they're going to run with that.
Definitely.
You know that the Twitterverse will be a flutter.
Right.
We got awards coming up, guys.
Hey.
Marked out moment, Petty Town for both shows. Quick, before we find out the main event winner and who won Wednesdays, let's talk about the hype for next week. I'm really, 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 really excited for what AEW has to offer, simply because we find out what the rules are for the Blood and Guts match.
Ooh, that's big.
That is. On the NXT side, we get 2 championship matches, Grimes and Lee, and we get the Broserweights versus Undisputed. I think those are both pretty predictable. I think Keith Lee's new opponent comes out after he pins Grimes, and I think the Grizzled Young Veterans attack everybody and turn that into a triple threat in Tampa. So, main event. Brian, who's your winner?
Oh boy. AEW, man.
Profits up?
AEW.
Oh, he's talking to the camera people.
Oh, sorry.
Rob's thumbnail.
Oh, he's Thumbnail Jones?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I can't say that. That's gimmick infringement.
So, you're going to say AEW?
AEW, man. Of course.
Rob, before I go to you to break the tie, the fact that the Velveteen Dream ending was such a perfect way to get him from Roddy to Adam Cole and how great it was, I'm not giving the perfect score to AEW. I'm giving the main event to NXT. Mox just got beat down. It was just a beat down.
Yeah, I didn't see anything significant from the ending of AEW. Jericho kept his word, you know? So whoop-de freaking do. But yeah, you get Velveteen fucking in the manner which I missed apparently, turning to Cole for the top. Yeah, fucking NXT.
Yeah.
It's such a
Oh,
brilliant
NXT,
ending.
really?
All
Really?
right.
You're going to NXT?
Really?
So
I've been on your little bandwagon for the whole night.
It's not my bandwagon.
Oh no, the Brian way. Brian's AEW.
It's not my AEW.
anyway,
Facebook.
so the final score is 6-1 on the board, but now is the time you factor not head-to-head, Brian.
Uh-huh.
You factor everything. Who won Wednesday?
It's like Chopped. You don't think of just the last thing you eat. You think
Yep.
of every
now
course.
every course.
Yeah.
Who won Wednesday?
AEW, man. Just all their stories. And now, I mean, fucking Jake the Snake Roberts coming in. Like, there's 100 other people I would have guessed that would have come in before him. So, and having him be heel, like, even better.
Oh, yeah, and he didn't even try to do that 20-minute fucking WWE shit
Right.
where you thought he might be face.
Like, suck
He just-
everyone's dick. Right.
Right.
No, he was heel. He was mean to Cody. He was calling him a bitch. Telling him he didn't respect him. All that
You
shit.
bitch.
Yeah. He looked badass. He sounded great. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, Rob already picked AEW in the thumbnail.
Yeah,
I
was gonna
agree.
I couldn't verbalize.
Go ahead.
No, AEW.
You can verbalize it.
no.
You're not Darby Allin. Go ahead and talk.
No, AEW.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you mad because Vice said profits are losing Sunday?
I don't give a fuck what he thinks.
that was a
look,
good response. actually.
NXT this was a speed bump for them. Yes, they had the cage matches, great. The ending one, obviously, more significant, much better. The first one, kind of underwhelming, unnecessary. AEW had more build tonight and more intrigue. AEW wins. Intrigue.
On the NXT side,
Intrigue.
you have Tampa coming up in 4 weeks. You did not announce who your women are for that number 1 contender match. You seemingly booked a North American and a tag feud that are going to blow off next week potentially. You're supposed to be building for a huge Mania weekend with your show, and you didn't do anything really on that front in terms of a true booking. Yeah, you had some promos. Yeah, you did your little things, but nothing overall. AEW did just enough to tell what they needed to. They furthered their stories. Did they reinvent the wheel tonight? Fuck no. But they furthered their stories with each character that they portrayed. There are still some guys that are missing, like Private Party and stuff, that are working on Dark and whatever. But overall, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't think you needed a ton of fluff, and AEW didn't have a lot of fluff. They got right to the point, and the Jake the Snake thing was over the top. So I'm going to also go with AEW. On the board, Vice and Yukon say AEW. Stike says it too. I mean, it is. Soji, AEW wins. Cody's a genius. Cody knows what we want in stories. Yeah, Cody and Hangman Page both sniffed the belt early on in AEW, and both have done nothing but improve their stock by getting further and further away from that title. Do you think about that? Hangman Page was the first challenger for Jericho, and then Cody was the second.
Don't even consider it.
And both of them, those are so far in their rearview mirror, they don't even give a shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hangman's got the stuff going on with the Bucks, and
But I mean, Darby's more in contention for the title.
sure.
You know, fighting with Jericho and has before. Like,
I mean, we also have to refer to the standings too, and where AEW sees them as far
Yeah.
as their ratings go. Also, we have to keep that into account.
Yeah, you keep that into account. I think
I don't think
Hangman.
that matters either. I agree with Rob.
You
It's
set
just a
Hangman up as
useless
one of
stat.
your Rushmores for your company when it first started.
Right.
They had to spread them out. They couldn't have them all in the top. So, okay, he's over. Let's put him in a mid-card situation or a tag situation. Let him build that division. Let this person do this, Mox and whatever. But yeah, absolutely, got to spread him out. He's definitely one of the Rushmores.
And check the tape. I thought what they're doing to Cody is what they were going to do to Hangman. That he was going to come so
Get
close
a neck tattoo?
that he was going to fall all the way back down and chase for maybe a year or two before he ever got back to the title picture. But it feels like Cody is the one they're going to do that with, because Hangman, Cowboy shit's just over in other ways.
Yeah.
He's eventually going to run into Mox or whoever. Like, you got to figure, maybe it's Omega and him eventually.
I'm saying he could not touch Moxley or Jericho. He could not touch him for a year or two. He could just dominate the mid card.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need the belt. He needs a beer. That's all he cares about.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you think about it, somebody like I know you love Luger, but like Luger back in the day as U.S. champion, kind of in charge of the mid card.
Who loves
for
Luger?
WCW, NWA.
Oh,
On the board, Iron Meds is saying NXT commentators didn't
was
even
making a
talk
point.
about the Killer
I mean,
Cross vignette.
he goes to his best friends.
Oh, you talked to Brian. I thought you were done.
No,
Sorry.
I was.
Continue your point. I don't
don't
want you to
remember
pout
what-
in silence.
I don't remember what it was.
God
Go ahead.
forbid.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Marked Out Award, Petty Town Award.
Mhm.
Brian, Note Taker of the Year. You want to kick it off? What's your marked out?
Marked out for NXT was, I guess, Reina Gonzalez's use of the cage.
Good
Okay.
one. I'll give you
And-
some coins
Yep,
for
thank
that.
you. Give me some coins. I need them. And then as for the AEW side, Jake the Snake. Absolutely Jake the Snake. I don't know what else you could really
Well, we'll
say.
get to that. Maybe Rob's got something.
Yeah.
That, what else he could say?
outdo that, Rob.
No, my marked out for AEW is Jake the Snake.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
And Velveteen Cole ending for NXT.
You okay?
I'm great.
You sound
I-
sad.
I
it's
split
all
the
good.
difference with you guys. Velveteen throwing Roddy out, definitely my marked out for NXT. And I thought the Shield parody and mockery at the end against Mox, that's what I gave for AEW. Brian, board.
Board, Iron Meds, marked out for Green. He likes Chelsea Green, I guess. Marked out for MJ, Vile Yukon is AEW Jake. I don't know if that's Hager or
It's
Snake.
Jake the
we don't know.
Snake.
No, we don't know that. He could
I
be a
know
fucking.
that. I know
Jack
that.
Swagger
Russell
mark.
is not
I don't-
going crazy
I don't know.
for Jake beating fucking QT Marshall.
XL10 we got marked out is watching Jeff Hardy listen to Mark Henry and Booker T backstage talk about how much chamber matches take years off career and was funny as fuck. That's kind of. I feel like that's mean because he's making fun of his situation. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't think that was a good.
No, that wasn't a good one. I shouldn't have read that. One for Vice was Gonzalez and Hangman with the beer. Yeah. What else we got?
Stike says
Stike,
two
yeah.
unique ways to end cage matches for NXT, and Jake for AEW. And Iron Med says marked out Chelsea Green.
And it was
She's a hottie.
It was Hager for MJ.
Oh, it was.
So we the people.
We the pizza. Gotcha.
Rob, what's up?
Nothing.
Rob, kick it off. Petty Town.
Yeah, Petty Town for NXT. I'll say no Bianca.
Oh.
And no kind of reference. You just kind of you shit on her for the last month.
Where was she?
Do you think that's because you
there.
suggested call up on Monday because she was backstage,
I
but that was just because her husband was
I'm
winning.
going. Yeah, she was there for her husband. I'm going back to my original.
Should we call her?
I'm going back to my original assertion that she's going to be called up after Mania to the first Raw.
Hopefully they let her do something against Charlotte and don't treat her like Sarah Logan.
Get her revenge.
My Petty Town for AEW is AEW. What's that say?
Britt Baker.
I don't know. It's your writing.
No,
On
AEW.
commentary?
Why are you taking notes in a Sharpie?
Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
It looks like it says Franklin Thurman.
No, AEW.
Franklin Thermos
fucking
up.
something up. What'd they fuck up?
Franklin fucking Thursday. Thermos is up.
Yeah, I can't read my
Fucking
writing.
This is riveting.
fucking Threshold.
I don't want to interrupt you though.
Threshold, right?
AEW 3
AEW fucking
trios.
something up.
Trust. Hashtag bring back RJ Black.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Brian, Iron Meds is talking about
What?
NXT commentators as his petty didn't even acknowledge the Killer Cross vignettes. Didn't we hear that he was going straight past NXT? And if that's the case, why would they acknowledge him?
He got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Rob.
AEW fucking themselves up.
Oh,
That's
how?
my Petty Town moment. We saw MJF with the fucking Band-Aid on his. I'm not talking to you, Adam. MJF with the fucking Band-Aid on his head, and then everybody's coming to the ring fucking bandages and fucking scars.
So?
And I'm just saying they keep fucking themselves up.
You got to leave it in the ring, brother.
That's my Petty Town.
All right,
That's not petty. Why should it be what? Petty.
That is exactly
That's a weird
what
one.
Petty is.
That is weird.
very weird.
You know, I'm fucking,
They're giving their bodies, man.
it's a Petty Town moment.
I mean, it's petty.
I was
so
trying to have some
that
fun
is
with
very.
it. I'm sorry.
No, I know it is.
I'm sorry. This is like an inside the actor studio. Fucking.
I like rest in power.
Rest in power, Mr.
He just
Lipton.
died.
Did you know that he just died?
Did he just die?
Like
Yeah,
2 days ago.
like yesterday or
I thought
something.
he died like 2 years ago.
No.
93 years old.
What is-
James
what is that?
Lipton
Oh,
died
that
like
fucking
a couple years
sucks.
ago. Yeah,
I can hear
whatever
that.
you're doing is crazy on
That
the
fucking
mic.
sucks. I thought he died years ago.
No, I thought that's what you were
Yeah,
bringing up.
I thought you were making it.
No,
that's a
fu-
rude
that's
joke.
funny that I would bring him up. I
No,
have no
I
idea.
don't know. I wouldn't say it's funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
No,
it was
it's
funny,
it's
Rob.
funny because
Although
I
I
didn't
laughed.
know. I didn't know he died. So
Oh, all right.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Anyway,
We need to get him on the show.
My Petty Towns, Chelsea
Lipton?
Telegraph Green for NXT, and for AEW, it's MJF's Band-Aid. Brian, what's yours?
Pettytown. I'm gonna go with Rob. Where is Bianca?
Hey.
Right? They're pushing her all so like fucking super strong and borderline main roster stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
She's nowhere to be found.
She should be there.
Come on. And
Nothing.
Pettytown for AEW. I mean, dude, there's never anything. Honestly, it's very tough to find because
You didn't like mine, MJF's Band-Aid.
That's pretty good. But there's really honestly nothing ever to pick. But if I were to pick something that would be petty about AEW, there is no Jerry Lynn. I want Jerry Lynn.
You want him to be not just a coach, but one of those
I want
legends that comes out with somebody?
Yes. I want to see him do his old like Jerry.
I might not know he fucking died 2 days ago.
Yeah,
he
2
died.
years.
Vile Yukon says Britt
Jesus.
Baker being on the program is his Petty Town.
Oh God! I'm
Uh,
glad I talked over the whole thing.
Yeah, Stike says NXT Lee and Grimes went nowhere. Leva Bates is not entertaining. I don't know, but she's definitely hot in my
She's
mind.
pretty funny.
I
Who's
like
that?
her. I like her booty.
Librarian.
Yeah.
I don't find her.
Well, you
hot.
guys don't watch BTE.
No, but you guys think she's hot. I don't find her hot.
Yes.
Yeah, me and Brian liked her. We didn't find her hot till we saw her
I think
live, and she just stood there on the apron in front of us, never tagging Nyla
I mean,
Rose.
I know.
I forgot about that.
I know your standards, Adam, and you're really fucking. They're really, for some reason, very high. You know.
I like that you say first time.
Right.
For some reason.
Yeah, I just.
Thanks-
She doesn't
thanks.
seem. I'm sorry. She's cute. She's kind of pasty and out of it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I mean she needs to go share some of MJF's spray tan. He's got extra.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no,
What?
no. Why does she have to do spray tan? Spray tan's gross.
She's beautiful to
Ooh,
many people.
Soji's
Yeah.
got a good petty town because
What?
this qualifies as petty.
Let's
He
hear it.
says
Who is
AEW Mox missing in the match after winning the title.
Say it again.
Mox missing in the match after winning the title. Like, I know he bookended the show, but he didn't get to really wrestle. He just got his ass.
No, it was
kicked.
more
So
so. It was
what?
part of the story.
I
that
know.
they were trying to tell.
That's why he's saying petty.
Okay.
Petty.
Yeah.
How would having him wrestle tonight done anything?
And Stike is dreaming. He still says Bianca's going to find her way into the Charlotte Ripley match at Mania.
You're fucking. You're
Well,
high.
no,
You're
you know
high.
what? That is a good petty for Shoji because we always talk about WWE and we're critical of them promoting something and then changing it last minute. So them doing it this way on the AEW side, it's
All
kind of
right.
similar.
Final thoughts. We are going to be reacting to Elimination Chamber, even if it's no good. So come and check that out on Sunday. We'll have some fun with it. The Profits are in a championship match, so I know Rob will be marking out. Both the Chambers matches are not that exciting. I guess I'm trying to be glass half full, and they're going to do something. Elimination Chamber used to be one of my favorite things. Now it seems like they just booked, obviously, Shayna to kill 5 other people.
I'm literally looking forward to one match.
Yeah. And, 2. Alistair and AJ.
Yeah. Okay. 2 matches.
Yeah. So Gary and Alistair and AJ. That's
Yep.
what I'm looking forward to.
Gary.
Gary.
Let's see. Women's Steel Cage. Sorry, I expected more from this rivalry. Soji says was his petty for
Yeah.
NXT.
It was.
The ending was great, but he's right on the other stuff.
Yeah. The ending was great. It was fabulous. They should have done that at the pay-per-view.
Rob will be back here on Monday on his stool, kicking off our Monday reaction show to
Are
Monday
you
Night
breaking
Raw.
the springs in it?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you guys were going to do Sunday.
No, I already plugged that. I'm plugging them in
You
order.
said you guys are not going to be here.
Yeah, Brian's already said he won't be here.
I probably won't be.
Oh, I didn't listen.
I might be.
It's in.
I
the-
might show up.
it's
I
in
got a
the-
lot of shit.
Are
Wait,
you
wait.
in town?
I got a
Brian,
lot of shit going on. I'm
Brian,
in town.
It's in the thread that he has muted and ignored.
Oh,
us
I
on
know.
and
Dude, he
blocked
doesn't
us.
see any text. Dude, he didn't see fucking Gavin's text from Hot Mike. He didn't see it. He
I
didn't
did.
fucking see it.
I did too. I set the fucking stream up as you
No,
walked
no,
in.
no, no, no. At the
1
ending.
minute before
no,
we
no,
start.
No, no. At the ending. At the ending.
Oh,
Keep it streaming, brother. Keep it streaming.
you killed my phone.
No, your phone was still going. It was on the charger.
Gonna
At that
eliminate the
You-
pay per
you
view.
killed
Iron
my
Man
phone.
says. Jay says the same thing, maybe, but damn.
Got to what? Eliminate the pay-per-view?
Eliminate the positive.
Eliminate
Wow.
what pay-per-view?
Ooh, maybe we should call in some help on Sunday.
Yeah, we can do
If
that.
Brian's not going to be here,
Yeah.
Who should we call?
I don't know.
I might be.
You want
I
to
might.
No, not Bob.
I was thinking Ray Parker Jr., but
You got his number?
Are there any local celebrities?
We could call.
Brian has no idea who I'm talking about. by
Ray
the way.
Parker Jr.?
Yeah.
That big boss man?
I've
Yeah.
lost a lot of
We should
things,
call,
and one of them has been my smile.
It's Ray Trailer. Rest in power.
Yes.
Are we on the dark match? No, we're on last thoughts.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
thoughts for Vile
Fi-
Yukon.
final
Breathe
thoughts.
with the Switchblade.
What?
Jay White. That's a Jay Whiteism. That's him
Oh.
right there. Who does he look like to you?
Stike says, I think Killer Cross
Jesus.
is going to NXT and the vignette on SmackDown's for Ali. The vignette on SmackDown is absolutely for Ali. But Killer Cross, there's a lot of reports that he was going mainstream. That's why I'm surprised they put a vignette on NXT for him.
Is SmackDown still on TV?
Yes.
Watch it.
Shoji just said
make a good
Santana and Ortiz have the coronavirus.
Oh.
Apparently.
Is that racist?
He said it was found at LAX.
That's at LAX. That's funny.
Oh,
Hey-o. No, but he did say it's at LAX. I just wanted to soften the blow. So I did it that way.
Dos Equis virus?
So it's at LAX, it's in Raleigh.
It's in Raleigh?
Hey, Jay at least gets my references.
You know,
Thanks,
I
Jay.
got a coworker that got the got COVID-19.
Why do you keep calling it that?
That's
Just
what-
call it coronavirus.
That's what it's called.
But that's like, come on.
That's its name.
That's not the real. Okay, that's like going to a bar and saying, "Can I have a Cape Cod?"
The
Order
co-
a vodka
the
cranberry,
common cold.
motherfucker.
The common cold is a coronavirus.
Cape Cod.
Yeah.
There's many kinds of coronaviruses. The COVID-19 is what's going around right now.
Brian's
Right.
comparing a mixed drink to the fucking.
No, I know.
like-
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, just say it like in layman's terms.
No, I
No,
know what you're
because then
saying.
it's
Your
not-
just comparison sucked
Sometimes
tonight.
saying
No,
things in
that's
layman's
perfect.
terms is damaging to people's brains.
Do you want to sound smarter?
No, but if you get people scared of something that is a common thing,
Yeah.
then they're always going to be, oh my God, fucking coronavirus. No,
So why don't you say both? Because now I think that there's two separate
This
things.
stool sucks.
There
Two
is
separate threats.
comfortable.
I bet your back hurts.
There's only one thing. It's called the COVID-19.
Yeah, coronavirus.
I'm farting on it at least.
Okay.
Oh, he's farting on your sex stool.
Fine.
No, I'm sorry. Now I feel like I upset you.
The
No,
real
I'm not
panic
upset.
is coming soon. TikTok. That's what Iron Man
I'm not
says.
upset. I'm just saying
Panic
that
at the disco?
there is a name for it that people should learn without just saying coronavirus. 'Cause it's not
Well, what about
accurate.
both? You could say also or formerly known as, like they
Okay.
do in wrestling.
No, it's cool.
COVID-19.
I don't think why we're arguing
FM.
over the name of the plague that's going to kill us all and send us into Walking Dead world.
Tune in next time. Same smart time. Same smart channel.
We never.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Really talking? I thought we were having a conversation.
I thought we were still going too. Yeah, we can cut.
If Adam was done
You
with
turn the sound.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, he put the
Subscribe,
slide
follow,
up,
and listen
too.
to us live following WWE programming
No, the
on
crowd is
YouTube, Twitch, and
chanting
Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle
Now no one can hear our
Ravepro.
plugs.
That's
It's terrible.
RAVEPRO.
11:51 and we went off air
Talk
like
about
10:50.
marked out gear.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit
Plug away.
electronicmediacollective.com.
You got time?
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back,
Are we on the air?
and we're back. Yeah, we're on. We're
Are we?
on. Yeah, go to markedoutgear.com.
I got nothing more to say.
You could save 20% by using the discount code. Sorry, the discount code SMOKE.
COVID-19.
No, not COVID.
Oh. Smoke.
Discount code SMOKE. Save yourself
S-M-O-K-E.
20%.
So we got the smoke?
We got the smoke.
We do.
Adam's got some nice slides going on there right now. I guess this is our post-show slide. This is a shot of. This is our coverage of Saudi Arabia. By the way,
No, I know.
yeah,
He thinks he's funny.
yeah. Well, I think the board
Speaking
is still
of
there.
toilets, speaking of toilets,
Yeah.
collarandelbowbrand.com.
Yep. Still waiting on my shirt from Black Friday.
Yeah, you can take your chances and put in the promo code marked out, 10% off your order there.
Yep.
We are not responsible.
Yeah, we're not the ones delivering it to you, so
right.
order at your own risk.
Yeah.
Also, join the AEW All Elite Wrestling discussion Facebook group.
That would be fun.
That's what we're all a part of. That's what Mr.
I never
Vile
go on, though,
Yukon.
but I
It's fun,
should.
man. It's
It
good.
should, yeah.
Kyle and MJ.
I bet there's a
and-
lot of people there that'd be really nice.
They are. They're all great.
Yeah.
We get all the trolls out of there. I'm an admin on there.
Yeah.
MJ is, and a bunch of other people. Kyle too.
You
does
would have
AEH.
people like cutting you off and then crashing your
Cut me
dreams.
off.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh, don't cut me off.
No, not you.
Oh, does Adam want to talk? He's just putting up slides. He's doing great, actually.
It's been a great thing. Good for him.
Yeah.
Does he know that there's music playing with these videos? That we're probably talking.
No, there's no music.
Okay. Good though.
Oh, now he's playing our old Bandito. All right, I guess we